and welcome to the Kilkenny People YouTube channel. Now we've set this up for you at home to recreate some of your favourite recipes and dishes from our Kilkenny restaurants, made by our Kilkenny chefs and cooks using Kilkenny produce. What do they have to do, Hannah?
So you just have to leave a comment down below. Maybe one of your requests might be in the following video. If you're lucky.
So leave it in the comments down below. Easy knowing the YouTuber in the family. We're going to make something really simple today. I don't claim to be a chef or a cook, but we're going to make something, or the lads will say even a baker, but we're going to make some brown bread, really healthy brown bread. Now this recipe is not my own. It comes from Highbank Orchards. Now Highbank are certified organic orchards. They have not put any fertilizer on their apples for over 30 years. They're here in Cuffs Grange in County Kilkenny, and they're very famous for their Highbank Orchard syrup and for their cider vinegar. They've just brought out their first cookbook. So Rod and Julie, our mum and dad, Rod and Julie, and their daughter Ruth have just brought out their first cookbook. Now hopefully there's going to be a series of these because they're really good. And this bread is my favourite. It's good for you, good for your soul, loads of seeds, loads of nuts, gluten-free, no flour, no dairy, and here's the name of it. Excuse the language, it's the good shit bread, and that's what it makes you do. It's really healthy, and there's a lovely tasty crunch to this because of the ingredients. So we're just going to put out the ingredients really quickly. My cameraman Ted there, who's my son, is going to zoom in there. So we're going to start with some sunflower and pumpkin seeds. Now they've been toasted. It's 140 grams of sunflower seeds, 40 grams of pumpkin seeds, and they're all chopped and toasted. Then you've 65 grams of almond seeds, and you can toast them as well. There's 75 grams of toasted flax seeds, and then we have 145 grams of rolled oats. Now I use the gluten-free ones from Super Value. Then we've got 60 grams of psyllium husks. We've got 30 grams of chia seeds, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 45 grams of coconut oil, 30 mils of Highbank Orchard syrup, 350 grams of, milliliters of water. And the recipe book actually says to use some caraway seeds as well. I can't find them, but that's optional. And I just want to tell you about one of the ingredients here, the Roca Healthcare, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it's set up. Sorry about that, folks. We're back to psyllium husks here to tell you about that. We just got a phone call in the middle of the video. It was Ted's teacher saying that his homework is done. We'll ring you afterwards. But we'll tell you about this product anyway. It's from Roca Healthcare. It's a local Kilkenny company set up by Roisin Cahill. She is a pharmacist. This stuff is fantastic, and it's obviously full of fibre, so the bread is going to be full of fibre. There's the contact details. So Roisin set this up. As I said, she's a pharmacist. She's a frontline worker at the moment. So her mum and dad, Pat Cahill and her mum, have been continuing her business from her living room. So if you want to order this stuff, guys, contact them and they'll post it out to you. So right, we're going to get ready with the mixing of it. My little assistant here is going to help me. So Hannah has her bowl here ready, and we're going to mix all the dry products in first, okay?
But first, we need to wash our hands.
Oh yeah, she needs to wash her hands. Fair play to you. I forgot about, how could you forget about the moment, wash your hands? Hurry up there, Hannah.
You can start ahead.
Okay, will I start?
Yeah.
Okay. She's obviously the head chef then. So we're going to put in all this. And we actually added in some walnut seeds as well, because this is our third version of this bread we made. I made one this morning earlier and my husband ate it. So we've actually added in some walnut seeds into that. As I said, we got this gluten-free, the gluten-free porridge oats from Super Value. So we have the fabulous psyllium husks there as well. Okay, with the almonds, you can get the whole almonds and you can chop them up. Or what I've tended to do here today, I've got the flaked ones. They're a little bit cheaper to buy, but also I've added in some almond flour, just because I have loads of coconut and almond flour in the cupboard at the moment. Okay, now here's the flax seeds. And you can get some other type of flax seeds, the ones that are a bit chunkier. So then we have the chia seeds. Now these guys are full of strength. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them when Hannah is mixing up. And we have the sea salt. Now, got to put in our wet ingredients. So here is where my assistant is going to take over. Okay, so that's all mixed up. It actually looks like a beautiful muesli. Now she's put a hole in the middle and we're going to put in our wet ingredients.
Water.
That's the water. Yep, and keep on mixing it there, Hannah. And then here's the coconut oil. Okay, and we're going to put in a good dollop of, well, 30 mils to be exact. That's not very exact, is it?
No.
The more the better, we think. This is what gives this beautiful sweetness. So Hannah's just going to mix that up there. And when this mix is ready, you need to leave it overnight. And that's because of the chia seeds and the psyllium husks. You can leave it for an hour as well. This doesn't actually rise because there's no flour in it overnight. And as we said, it doesn't rise, but that's what gives it its strength. Okay, we ready with this? Mm-hmm. Now this is the hard part, guys. This is a bit of a mess. That's why I'm not a baker. Okay, so we've got all the stuff in there. By the way, we're using some beautiful Moss's bowls from Venice Bridge. Right, so you pound that well down, and as I said, you leave that for an hour or overnight is best. And don't worry about it rising because it's not going to rise. It's full of seeds and nuts. Now, put that in the oven for 1 hour at 180 degrees. And then when you take it out, leave it sit for about 2 hours. Now, like any good chef or cook, which we're not, we have what we made earlier. So that's what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Now for the taste test. Okay, so here's a taste test. But before we go into that, I want to introduce you to Rod and Julie Calder-Potts, the owners of Highbank Syrup. And this is their beautiful cookbook designed by their daughter Ruth, as I said before. So anyway, lots more recipes. And so this is what the good shipbread looks like. Isn't that fantastic? Good, wholesome bread, really tasty. Now I'm going to show you what I like to do with this for breakfast. This is my go-to breakfast. I use this bread with some pan oil-free peanut butter. And I have this for breakfast most mornings. It's going to be rough and ready here. So I put the peanut butter on it. Do we have a knife, guys? Yep. I put some fresh strawberries, which I get from Brian Fitzpatrick Vegetable Shop up in John's Green. So I have my beautiful berries every morning. And I have some blueberries on it. Oh, Hannah, is there psyllium husks there in the cupboard? Oh, and cacao flavour. And then I use some natural yogurt, and that's a good dollop of that there every morning. And then I sprinkle with that some cacao psyllium husks, which is a lovely chocolate flavour, again from Roca Healthcare. And this really sees me all the way through lunch. As I said, if you have this for breakfast, make sure to drink plenty of water afterwards. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so that's a breakfast dish that we use it with. We also use the fabulous Goat's Bridge trout pate. Now this is a real treat in our house. Goat's Bridge trout, another fantastic sustainability farmer of fresh trout from Goat's Bridge in Thomastown. This is the pate, so we're going to take another slice of it, and the kids devour this. So what we're pairing this up is with some organic salad leaves from Riversfield Farm, and that is Vinnie Grace out in Callan. Love his stuff. Lovely fresh produce out there as well. And we just give that a good dollop of Goat's Bridge trout. And we've got the Riversfield Farm lettuce. Then we have these beautiful, now they're from our neighbouring county from Waterford, and they're also the beautiful cherry tomatoes. And they're lovely in season at the moment, and they're from Brian Fitzgerald's. Then we have the Mooncoin beetroot relish. Again, I can't keep enough of this in this house. So that's a lovely little dollop there on the side of the beetroot relish. If you don't like beetroot, this is a really nice way to eat it, and that's from Mooncoin in Kilkenny. And then I also top that with John and Bob's Juicy Jams, super garlic and basil pesto. Again, an absolute winner to give any little taste on top of the Goat's Bridge trout. And we give that a drizzle of oil. Oil, 1 second. Oil. Just put a drizzle of that on your salad. And while I was getting that, Hannah helped herself to her favourite. She just likes plain bread and butter and Highbank syrup on the bread, and plenty of Highbank syrup. And we also love this too. It's Purple Cloud, it's a local honey, and they make some beautiful lavender products. So as you can see, folks, we love using local. Please use it. Support the restaurants when they open back up. Support small businesses now. Send in any requests. What they got to do, Hannah?
Just comment down below, and maybe in the following videos might be your request.
So thank you for your help today. Thank you for tuning in. And
don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave a like.
Oh, we leave a like. Yeah, we like that, don't we? Okay. Thank you.